Merry Christmas, y'all. I'm going to make soup, beef and barley soup. I'm going to try to. I've never done it. Go figure. Poor guy. All right. So, beef and barley soup, if you look up the recipe, there's going to be a ton. You know, people add different things the way they like it. Um, this is the way I'm going to do it. Now, I've looked at recipes and I didn't take a single recipe, so I took some things that we would prefer in beef and barley soup, and we're going with that. So it's a process, and we're going to let it simmer all day. We're going to do it outside on the camp chef. It's only like 20, it's 30 degrees now. So we're getting this all set up. Everything was prepped. Let me show you what I am going to do that's differently. So typically when you watch a recipe or a video on beef and barley soup, you get stew beef or chuck, whatever, and you put it in the Dutch oven and basically sear it and then add your ingredients. Um, this is right around a 2 pound chuck roast that I smoked yesterday, and I got it to about 145 degrees. So you can see it's still pink in the middle. It's got a lot of, I mean, it's got a lot of smoke flavor. Just seasoned it with salt, or actually just garlic salt, pepper, and a little bit of celery salt, and that's all I did to it. And put it out actually on the East Oak because that sucker uh, gives off a lot of smoke versus an offset like the Oklahoma Joe. So I wanted to get a lot of smoke concentrated in a short time for this meat. Why? Because I'm hoping that the smoke flavor gets into the actual soup. Why? I just think it sounds good. So that's our beef. Like I said, it's a chuck roast, right around 2 pounds, maybe a little bit less. The barley is something that I've never used before, right? Pearl barley, Quaker. Um, and I had Aiden do this for me yesterday because I wasn't sure, since I've never done it. There's directions on the back to cook it on the stove. So we did a half a cup. That's a half a cup there, and that's what it comes out to. Uh, and we checked it for tenderness and everything, so it's right where we wanted. So I don't know right now. I've got how many ounces? 64 ounces of beef broth. I'm just winging it. I'm putting it together, and we're gonna go with it as we go. And I want it to simmer all day because this beef is still tough right now, and that's the big thing. So, without further ado, we're gonna go out and we're gonna turn on the camp chef. We're gonna get things going. I'll show you step by step how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a day, pretty much an all day process, and so we'll just keep you filled in how things go. So meet me outside if you would. Merry Christmas, y'all. Peace. Okay, here's our little setup on our Camp Chef Explorer. Here's our onion and celery. It's only one stalk of celery and, I don't know, half an onion. Okay, yeah, we got things going here. Just going to use my hands to get the rest of that out. So anyone that cooks knows how to do this. I don't. We're just going to get that sauteed up there a little bit. And this isn't really, I don't do real how-to videos. I just show you how we do it. And most of the time when we cook here at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, it's for the first time. I am going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit. Like I said, not really any measurements here. But I know you want to saute these. I guess one recipe I saw for about 5 minutes, till they get a little softy soft. But the plan is to let this simmer for a good portion of the day. And obviously, you could do this probably in a crock pot or in a stove top, but we're just going to use this Camp Chef as our stove top today. Because this is Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, right? It's the Christmas season, and it's chilly, at least here. And a good portion of the U.S., I believe, is probably cold. And soup is good on a cold day. And beef and barley soup, I like it. So I wanted to try to make it. That barley, it's a strange little thing. I've never used it before. Uh, it's cold, huh, honey? Yeah. The wind's picking up a little bit. Dawn, she's awesome. She helps me out here. She helped me get all these vegetables and things cut up nicely.
Not again, but
All right.
just keep going.
So yeah. So there's the celery and the onion. Right. I think that's pretty good right there. And we're gonna throw in, this is three teaspoons of garlic, which I guess is equivalent to uh, 3 cloves. I'm told via the internet. Now again, the recipes that I've seen, they take the meat and cook it in here first, get it seared up. Since I smoked it, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's good. This is the beef broth, just regular old great value. Let's go ahead and add some of this to it. Let's see what we're looking at here. There's one. Should have had these open ahead of time, but I didn't. Whoop. Yeah, you smell the onions and the garlic for sure. I love garlic. That's two. That was how many ounces? 64 so far. Excuse me, Frodo, please. Thank you. The dogs are all out here with us, of course. I think three. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because we still got to add the meat and the other carrots and the potatoes. Now, the one recipe I took a look at called for some thyme and a bay leaf, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there. No measurements, just one bay leaf, obviously. But actually, quite a few recipes showed both of those ingredients. And just doing the store-bought beef broth, obviously, is quite easy. So, all right. So, what my plan is we're going to go ahead and put the beef in there. Now, this is a smoked chuck roast, like I said. And Sebastian, and we're gonna start with that because, like I said, this chuck roast is still quite tough right now, and we're gonna let that go. How long? I don't know. I've never done it. Like I said, it didn't really go off any recipes, but we want that beef to get tender. And then somewhere down the road, we'll go ahead and add the potatoes and the carrots because they're cut up pretty small, not too small. And then yeah, we'll go from there. We'll monitor it throughout the day. And I don't know if I'm going to use more barley yet because that was quite a bit. If I do, I might just go ahead and cook it inside and then add it at the end. So we're going to put some peas in there. We're going to put some green beans in there and the barley at the end. That's the plan. So come on back here and we'll give you an update. I'm cold. So is Don. Peace. Merry Christmas, y'all. Come over here and take a look. It's been 2 hours. Oh, Sebastian, please move for a second. Thank you so much. Um, I'll tell you this. Don and I just took a piece of the chuck roast out of there, and it's getting nice and tender. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add the potatoes and carrots. First, I do want to add some salt and pepper. Not a lot right now because you can go ahead and add that when you have a bowl of it, and put it the way you want it. I'll tell you, the piece of chuck roast that we just sampled for tenderness, it did have smoke flavor still in it, and that's what I was hoping for. And we're going to add some Worcestershire. Okay, boys, that's plenty good right there. Okay, let's go ahead and add this in and try not to splash anything like I just did. So it was 3 smaller carrots and 3 smaller potatoes. Typical poor guy outdoor cooking. We have the dogs with us, and our neighbor's going for a stroll, and they're not having it. Okay, so like I said, 2 hours in, Frodo. Hey, hey. Okay, that's plenty good. 2 hours in, the meat was getting tender, and so we're going to add our potatoes and carrots, and we're going to let this go. I'm not sure how much longer. Put a little Worcestershire in, a little salt and pepper, and I don't want to go too heavy with the salt and pepper. And then we're going to let this go a little bit longer. We don't know how long. We'll let you know next time we see you. So the final stages, we're going to add some canned green beans and a small can of peas because Don really likes peas. And we'll add the barley that we already had prepared. I think that will be plenty of barley. That half a cup turned into a good sized bowl. So, and we'll just finish it off, and then of course we'll give it a taste test. But yeah, when we come back, we'll hopefully be at the final stages where we add the rest of the ingredients and then give it a try for what we're going to eat for supper on a Sunday afternoon, a chilly Sunday afternoon. So Don and I have to fix the Christmas lights because we got some issues. Peace. Merry Christmas, y'all. All right, come over and take a look. Okay, I just looked. Turn that down a little bit, actually. Hi, Frodo. That's nice of you. It's been about 5 hours, and Dawn and I just tested the ingredients that are in here for tenderness. Everything is pretty good to go. So, like I said, 5 hours from start till now. We're just going to add some green beans here because it's pretty much done. And we're going to add some peas. Yeah, we're just going to go with this is the barley I showed you earlier. Frodo, please. Hey.
He's on guard duty.
He's on guard duty, I know. So the barley, like I said, it was half a cup. And I think this will be plenty because I wanted to have a soup consistency. If it turned out to be a stew, no big deal, but I was shooting for beef and barley soup. So I think with the half a cup of cooked barley, now you can add the barley right to the soup mixture, but like I said, it was the first time I ever used it. I wanted to see what kind of volume it would be. Oh yeah,
That looks good.
that looks really good.
Smells good.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna let this set for a while. I'll probably bring it in. Like I said, everything's done. We just want the peas and the green beans and the barley to warm up for a little while. So about 5 hours, and then we'll give it a taste test here. We'll plate it, put it in a bowl, I guess, soup, and get a thumbnail, which you already saw. So overall, I'm very pleased. I don't want to give you the details about the soup, but it's pretty good right now. So when we come back, we'll give it a taste test inside. Peace. It's done. How long did it take? I don't know. It's been done for a while. We kept it warm on the stove. It took about, for everything to be done, it took about 6 hours. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm gonna try it myself. Got some barley, potato, carrot, the chuck roast, smoked chuck roast, a little pea down there in the bottom. Cheers, everybody. That's good. That's good. There is a good degree of smoke in there. It may seem weird to some folks, but that's what I was shooting for. Instead of just, you're a poor guy outdoor cooking, we try to mix things up a little bit, not just do standard dishes. Beef and barley, but with smoked chuck roast. For me, I think it's very, very good. Um, I'm happy with it. It's the first time I've ever done that. I've done chicken noodle soup. Anyone that's seen that, if you haven't, go ahead and watch a video that we did a while back. That is freaking good. The barley, the vegetables, it's right on the money. Very pleased. Very pleased. Great on a very cold day today. Soup in the wintertime, that goes hand in hand to me. All right, that's what we got. I forgot to put on my Merry Christmas hat, but peace.